demonize the notion of one of the three pillars of being healthy at Bonfire. So we eat well, we move well, we think well equals live well. In that move well element, there are two elements to moving well. The first one is talking about micro movements. And truly, I can teach great yoga. I can take your body right now, hug it into me, take you through a process of how to be healthy. But if fundamentally the underlying spinal function isn't great, so in other words, if your spine is subluxated, then essentially external movement to that can actually create harm.
Now, obviously when it comes to health, there's no magic wand, there's no panacea. It's a culmination of the choices you make, and it's a culmination of different things you do, from moving well to eating well and thinking well. Now, the way we move can be broken up into different areas. You know, how we move in everyday life, the things that are simple in nature, but make a big, big difference in the way that it stresses our nervous system and the way our body heals. Our sitting posture, from day-to-day life, it's a real product of our society. We're not here to harp tonight about doing the right thing or doing the wrong thing, because that's not what we're here for. We're here just to start to really bring key aspects of life and how you can change your life in small ways that will fundamentally improve your health for a long term. You know, having that correct workstation is fundamental. You know, I'm not going to go through each aspect of what you should do, but we know that there's some key aspects that we should have in our thought process when we're setting up our computer desk. Choosing the right chair is very important, and having the screen at that right eye level so we're not looking down, creating sometimes that forward flexion posture. Forward hip posture, it really creates a stretching of the spinal cord, and fundamentally every millimetre your head moves forward, it puts more and more load on tissues and structures lower down, particularly even through your low back. Research suggests up to 5 to 15 kilograms of extra pressure every millimetre your head moves forward. Lifting and turning at the same time, lifting and turning is a big, big no-no. Really loads up the low back and those discs and those tissues. So, moving well in a simple task is so important. What are the benefits of moving? Now, moving, it's not optional, it's something that we have to do. It's part of a healthy lifestyle. It's part of being a healthy person and the healthy way we want to be. The cervical traction, the Denerol, we incorporate into your program of care. It is incredible for achieving the results that we want to see in curvature changes. It's part of a biophysics process where outside of the clinic we give you some work to do, and a big part of that will be the traction device. Now, there'll be some of you who haven't received that yet, and you'll receive that the Denerol as part of your program as we start to move towards through your program. There's a period of time where we start to incorporate it, so we start to create that home tractioning. You'll start to increase your level of strength through your cervical spine, and also fundamentally it's important to know you're at the stage that you can use a traction device. So you'll hear me and Espen will obviously use it in your program of care, because a lot of people come to me and say, I just can't squeeze it into my daily life. I'm just too busy. As we say, what fits your busy schedule better? Exercising 1 hour an hour or being dead 24 hours a day? It's pretty harsh, but it's the real deal. What's the best time to incorporate healthy activity into your daily life? My best advice, the first thing to start the day is one of the best times for you to actually start to get up and move. Start off before you go to bed, put your running shoes and your training clothes next to your bed. Put it there, train your subconscious mind that, this is the choice you make. I'm going to get up in the morning and I'm going to go for a half an hour walk. Or get up in the morning and do some power breathing. If you've been to yoga, you've probably learnt some different things so far that you may be able to incorporate a normal waking routine, or come in and join us for a 6 AM yoga class. What better way to come into a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday 6 AM class and just feel the heat and to energise your body. So if someone's depressed, how would their posture look like? What do we think? Shoulders going to roll forward, there's going to be a head, there's going to be obviously a drawn look in the face. That's a depressed posture. You try and be happy in that depressed posture. It's pretty hard to be happy in that posture. Changing our state, looking after our posture, it's a real key to obviously the way we move, how we carry ourselves. And when we're sitting at the desk and got the referred posture through there, it's not going to put us in the best state to function at our best. Think of that posture. Open the shoulders, head back, chin up. What that's going to do is it's going to improve the way our brain is getting that nice oxygenation. It's going to improve our lung capacity. It's going to improve our ability to oxygenate our body. Key areas in our spine, there's a strong somatovisceral relationship. So somato looking at a nerve point of view to a visceral organ relationship, there's a strong organ-nerve relationship. And what some of this research is just showing us is that subluxation in our spine robs key organs in our body of that 100% life supply that we should be getting. Looking after our spine, looking after our diet, and particularly our frame, makes a big, big difference in how we function and how we heal.
Firstly, I want to acknowledge our two fabulous young doctors. I've been listening to them now for the last 12 months. I feel really blessed that we are led. Just as I was sitting back there, watching their bodies move, you know, they learn their craft every single day, but the beautiful thing is the place they learn it most is in how they lead their own lives. And it's inspiring. If you have a look at the two of them, they're in fabulous shape. They walk their talk. I watch them eat. You know, the great thing about Bonfire as a community that it is, there's no hiding from us, you know, and even amongst ourselves. These guys, they eat well, they talk well, they're positive, they're energetic, you know, they walk their talk, and the truth of the matter is, if I'm going to be under the care of a doctor, and a doctor means a teacher in its Latin derivation, if I'm going to be under the care of a doctor, I want to be under the care of a doctor who's got his own story together. Does that make sense? And so they're inspirational. I take my hat off to both of them. And I'm really